This is a 2010 F-150 4.6, and it has the issue with the spark plug hole where the spark plug is blown out. Now I've already tapped this for the insert. You can see the metal shavings and the grease that I used on it. You see the shavings here. I put grease on the cutter to catch all of the metal flakes from cutting it, to keep them from falling down in there, and you can see how much has stuck onto it. This is the Stanley Sav-A-Thread kit that I'm using to fix it. There's your part number. We've done this before, so we don't have the inserts left. Once you get the tool, you can just buy new inserts using a normal reach insert. And I saw where people were using this tool and they would only cut the threads and then put the spark plug in with the insert with RTV on the outside. And people were asking, well, what do you do with this? And they were saying, well, nothing. Well, actually you do something with this, and this is called the expander. What you use it for is, after you've got this inserted into the block, if you can see, if I can get it to focus here, that knurled section right there on top is for catching the cylinder wall in the spark plug hole to keep this from coming out. And what you use the expander for is, once you put it down in there, you'll grab this, and once it's in the head, you're going to slide that down in the bore, and you're going to strike it one good time. And what that's going to do, as it states, you can see the bevel edge right there. That's going to expand this top section out where the knurlings are, and that's going to catch the walls of the cylinder head in the spark plug hole, and that will keep this from ever backing out. And that is what that's for. So you do use this. They don't send it in the kit for no reason. It does have a purpose, and that purpose is to expand the knurls to keep it from backing out. Now another thing is, obviously you're going to have some shavings down in the cylinder hole, and what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to take this vacuum cleaner here and this long skinny funnel, and I'm going to stick the vacuum cleaner down in here, and it's going to suction to this, and then I'm going to suck out any remaining pieces that I can, and grease and everything, with this funnel. This is going to be my vacuum attachment. That's going to suck them out. And then again, after I get as much as I can out with the vacuum cleaner, before I put anything in the hole, I'm going to crank the engine over and let it blow out any tiny little remaining pieces left in the cylinder. And that way, the cylinder will be as clean as possible. And then I'm going to thread the insert into it. I use the expander, like you should, and expand the knurls into the wall to keep it from backing out. And then I'm going to blow it with a blowgun to make sure everything is absolutely out of the way after install, and then I'll put in the spark plug. And that's all. So keep it as clean as possible. Do everything you can to keep all these chips out. This is why, as you can see, this is why I put grease on here. Look at all the shavings that it caught. If you didn't put any grease on here, all of this is just falling down on top of your cylinder head. So the grease definitely helps. And if you don't at least turn your motor over and let it blow all that crap back out, you know, all of this stuff has potential to get stuck in your rings, or stay in the motor, or damage your valve. So you want as much of this out as possible. So use the tools, use all the parts from your tools, and this will be a very simple, very easy job. and do everything you possibly can, compressed air, vacuum cleaners with a funnel, to get as much of that debris out as possible. And you should always have success with this kit. It's very easy to use. Once the spark plug is blown out, you just use this. There's a small end right here, and that end will go into where the hole was to guide you. Then this section here will cut out the new hole for the insert, and you clean everything, put the new insert in, use the expander to expand it, and then put your spark plug back in. That's all. Get that tore down, you can work on the door. Once you have the hole tapped and well cleaned out, go ahead and put the insert onto your spark plug, add some RTV, and smooth it out into the threads like this. Then take your torque wrench, set it to 159 inch-pounds, and insert the plug with the insert attached to it, and torque it down to the factory spec. Then go ahead and remove your spark plug. Right here, I'm just showing you real quick on my endoscope where you will see the normal reach insert end. As you can see, it doesn't go all the way down to the bottom of the threads. Now here is where you use your expander tool. Now with the insert fully inserted into the head and the spark plug removed, go ahead and drop it down in there. Make sure it's seated properly and sitting in the center. Then grab an extension or some sort of rod that you can hit with a hammer. Again, go ahead and sit that on top of your insert, and then you'll want to give it 1 or 2 not super hard but firm smacks with a hammer. And this is all you need to do to flare those knurls to bite into the head, and this will prevent your insert from backing out. And there'll be a little bit of resistance taking it out, and then it should just come right out. Now that you've properly installed the insert and flared it, now you can reinstall your spark plug just like normal. Grab your torque wrench again and go ahead and torque the spark plug down to your ORI factory specs, 159 inch-pounds, and then you're good to go.